Alright, what's up guys? So I've already made 4 faking packs for Black Ops 3. The link to them will be in the description. You got the Callsign pack, the mid games pack, the Priv To Pub pack, and the match bonus pack. So the Callsign and match bonus are included in the Priv To Pub pack, which also has a timer. So you don't really need to buy them all. You only need the Priv To Pub pack and the mid games pack if you want to be faking on BO3. And also for the Priv To Pub pack, which is this one right here, you only need this to fake on Free For All and Team Deathmatch. You won't need it for SND. I have a different pack coming out for SND tomorrow. It should be out. But I'm just going to give you a quick rundown on how to use this pack. Alright, so what you want to do is drag in a clip. I've just got a random kill. It's not a trick shot or anything on bots. And then you just want to go and find the where you get the actual kill, so around here. And the match bonus should start coming in when they're about this distance apart. I've already animated it for you, so many people don't realise that the match bonus is actually animated. But it is, it sort of like fades in and then out, then back in. Then you have a whole bunch of different versions. Obviously I've got a 720p and a 1080p version. Just depends on what console you're on. Then you just want to go to that frame that I showed you before, where it's roughly about this distance, and then click on the version you want to use. So I'll use 10 in this just for this example. Click on the left square bracket key and it should bring it right here, and then as you go frame by frame you'll see the match bonus comes in. To edit the actual match bonus, you can double click on it, and then you have the backing. So the XP backing is the actual backing to the XP. This should be darker than the other backing, than the backing of the actual match bonus. So you can just muck around with that. It does depend on your brightness settings though, so make sure you change and fiddle with those to make it suit you. And then the match bonus, just click on it and then type in whatever number you want. It's got a glow on it just to match the actual match bonus. When you're fading it out, what you have to do is you have to go to the version you're on, obviously, and then as you can see just there's like bars starting to come up. When they very first start, you have to click T on the layer that you're using, like the match bonus layer. Just highlight all the keyframes and just drag them down where the first frame is, or second frame, doesn't really matter. And then that way it fades out as well, because it does animate out. Alright, now for the Callsign, it actually animates in as well, as you can see there, it just sort of comes up and fades in. I have an animated version here, except it probably won't work perfectly, so you've got to animate it yourself. To do that, you want to go to the Callsign composition, just drag it in, and it will be there. Find where the first frame is that the player card starts coming up. So there, and just go this left square bracket key. Capacity, I'd probably go around 50, actually higher. 70, and then make sure you click the little timer position, click the timer and just drag it down. You can use your arrow keys to adjust it better, and then just go across until it stops moving up, so that frame. Hold shift, drag it up, and then put the opacity to 100. Then I just go back for a few frames and make sure that it's lining up properly. If it's not, I just adjust it. So then when you want to actually edit the player card, you have the black backing here, the black solid. You can change the opacity on that too. The size of that is actually based on the name. So stitches would be short, and then phase members and that, it would be bigger to suit. You can change the emblems. I wouldn't recommend using a few of these solely because the backgrounds are actually transparent, but on the emblem it isn't, and you can't really make it look transparent and make it look right, so I just left it how it is. So I'd recommend using the solid background ones, or you can even get your custom emblems, and then player colors will just select whatever, and then it'll change here and then change on the actual clip. Also, if you want to add the timer, it'll already be there on the 1080p version. It's easy to add on the 720p version. That you just drag the timer in, and then you would click S to go to scale, and then I think it's 75, and that'll be the right size. You have to place it around the little circle HUD here. Unfortunately, depending on your safe margins, it would change where your actual HUD is located, so mine's right in the corner, but you can move that around easily enough. Anyway, so the last frame of the timer is actually the last frame of the HUD being up. So if you want the timer to, or the game to end at, I don't know, say 129 or 28, whatever, even 0 if you wanted, you just go find where that is, and then split the layer, Control Shift D, or you can go to edit, where is it, split layer, and then just delete that, and then you'll have the timer there and everything. Also, if the timer's too dark, like the backing to it is too dark for you, you can double click on it and then just change the opacity on the bottom layer. Alright, so that wraps it up for this video. I'll have a new pack for SND faking tomorrow, maybe the day after, it depends on how difficult it is to make. But yeah, this is the way you do it for free for all on TDM anyway.